Welcome everyone, my name is Jessica and this is Simple, Cheap and Easy DIYs. I'm going to start off by taking this mustard bottle that I got at Dollar Tree and removing the cap, as well as this ketchup bottle and removing the cap as well. Once I have the caps removed, I'm going to take one of the little mini hand saws from Dollar Tree and just cut the top part off. That way it'll be left with just the containers, as you can see here. Next, I'm going to take these two mini travel bottles that I got at Dollar Tree and just remove the caps off. And I'm going to repeat the same steps using my little handsaw from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut the top portion off. That way we're left with just the bottle. Once you have the top cut off, then I'm just going to take some sandpaper and I'm going to sandpaper down all the plastic pieces that we cut. That way they are nice and smooth. Make sure to give today's video a big thumbs up if you like it, as well as subscribe to my channel. I am going to be doing a special giveaway. If this video can get to 2,000 likes by this coming Sunday, I'm going to give away a $10 gift card to Dollar Tree. So make sure you take a look down below in the pinned comments. I'll have the information for how to enter, so definitely make sure you look down there. There is only 3 very simple rules. One is make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you leave a comment and make sure you hit like on this video. Now taking some just regular white paper, I'm going to trace the bottoms of the bottles and then cut both of those pieces out. Once I have those pieces cut, I'm just going to take my glue stick and apply glue all over the bottom and then glue that onto the bottom of the bottle to hide the hole. You can also use hot glue or super glue if you'd like as well. I also cut out 2 small pieces of paper to fit over the holes of the mini bottle, and I did just use some hot glue to hold those in place. Once that's done, I'm going to take this bamboo skewer and I'm going to cut it down to 3 inches. And using the tip of my hot glue gun, I'm just going to melt a hole in the plastic. Once I have the hole melted, I'm also going to place a little bit of hot glue and then place the bamboo skewer inside. And that's going to make the head and the neck of our reindeer. Once that's in place, then I'm going to take one of the bottles and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the tip of the hot glue gun to melt the holes in the bottom that will be to place the head onto the body. Once I have that done, I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and just cut out a section of the bottle, as you can see here, and that's going to be the portion that we use to place our plants in. Once I have that done, using the tip of the hot glue gun, I'm going to place 4 holes in the bottom, like you can see me doing here. And this is where we're going to place the legs. For the legs, I'm just going to use these wooden dowels, and I'm going to be using 4 for each of the reindeer. Once I have those in place and placed how I like them, make sure that they're even, I'm just going to apply hot glue to make sure that they do hold in place. After you have all the legs glued in place, I'm going to apply hot glue to the bottom of the dowel, which is the neck of the reindeer, and place that in that top hole, and then just you can position the head however you would like. Once I have that done, then that portion's completed, and I'm going to repeat that on both bottles. And on one of the reindeers, I put his head straight and the other on an angle. But after that's done, I'm going to take this Rust-Oleum white spray paint and I'm going to give both of the reindeer a coat of spray paint. And then once that's fully dry, we'll move on to the next step. Next, I'm going to be using these white branches that I got at Walmart, but Dollar Tree does have some similar. And I'm just going to be using 4 of the little pieces, and that's what we're going to use for the reindeer's antlers. Now taking some foam board, I did draw out the shape of 4 ears, and using my X-Acto knife, I just cut those out. And what I'm going to be doing is hot gluing one branch to each of the ears. And then once we have all of those glued on, then we will glue them to the top of the reindeer's head. Now when you glue these on, you do want to make sure that the antlers are both facing the same direction. Like you can see here, both of my antlers are glued to the inside of the ear. And if you decide to do it on the outside, just make sure that they're facing the same direction. I do like the way the antlers look glued to the inside of the ear, but you can do whichever way you prefer. Now, I did decide to go ahead and give my little reindeers a tail, so I am going to take one of these bamboo skewers and just cut off 2 small pieces and paint that in the white paint. And then once I have both of those done, I'm just going to glue it to the back side of each of the reindeer, and that way they'll have a little tail. You can fill your planters with whatever your favorite flowers are, but I'm going to be using this green snowy pine in one of them that I got at Walmart. And I'm just going to take a few of the pieces off and just place that all inside the planter. And I did decide to do both of my planters a little bit differently, but where they both blend in with each other. So once I had the first planter done, this is what it will look like once you have it all filled in. And then for the second one, I'm actually going to use a little bit different greenery. For the second one, I'm going to be using this green glitter boxwood that also got at Walmart. And I'm going to repeat the same thing. I'm just going to take some of the little branches off and then fill that in. But again, you can decorate this with whatever type of greenery or flowers that you'd like. And this is what your completed little reindeer planters will look like. This next project, I'm going to take 2 of these larger vases from Dollar Tree with the wider tops. And on both of these, I'm just going to place some Epsom salt in the bottom. And I do prefer the Epsom salt because it's a little bit heavier and it looks more like snow and ice and a little bit easier to work with. But I'm just going to put however much you'd like in the bottom, depending on how deep you'd like the fake snow to be. And then taking these little bottle brush trees that I got at Dollar Tree and Walmart, I'm just going to place those in the bottom of the vases. And I just kind of place them together, as you can see here. That way they both fit down inside. And I'm just going to place those right in the center. And for the second vase, you're going to repeat the exact same steps as the first. Once you have both your vases complete, I'm going to take 2 of these little glass mixing bowls or little serving bowls that I got at Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 4. And I'm going to take 2 of those and just place them right inside the vase, and these actually fit perfect inside. I didn't glue them or anything, that way I can go ahead and change out the decor in the bottom if I want to, but these hold in really good. And we're not going to be using real candles, I'm going to be using little LED candles, and you'll just place those right on the top. And once you have that done, then your little vase candles will be complete. The last project, I'm going to take this white microfiber cleaning cloth that I got at Dollar Tree and one of these foam green wreaths, and I'm just going to place that right in the center, and then I'm going to cut out the center of the cloth, that way I can wrap it around the wreath, as well as I'm going to trim off some of the outside part. And this is what it will look like once I have that done. And then I did make some little splits around the inside circle, that way I'll be able to fold the material over the foam wreath. And once I have that all done, I'm just going to take my hot glue and glue the inside of the wreath and then fold the material over that, and I'm going to repeat that all on the inside as well on the outside of the wreath. Once I had everything glued down, I did still have a lot of extra fabric, so I went ahead and just used my scissors and cut all of the excess off. And this is the side I'll be using at the back, so you won't be able to see if any of it's got any rough cuts. Now you could always do this probably a little bit neater, but since this is just going to be hanging on the wall and no one's really going to be seeing the back, I didn't mind it. But once I have all the excess cut off, this is what it will look like, and then this is what the front will look like. Once I have that done, I'm going to take 2 more of these little mini Christmas trees, and I'm just going to apply hot glue on the bottom and then place those trees in the center of the wreath. And this is what it'll look like once you have both little trees in place. And then I'm going to take this Let It Snow ornament that I got at Walmart, and I'm going to apply a little bit of hot glue to that, and then I'm going to glue that directly under the trees onto the wreath. Taking some of that extra fabric that I cut off, I'm going to cut the part that was sewed off, as you can see here, and that's what I'm going to use for the hanger. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of hot glue to the back on the top, and then glue that on and wrap it around, and that's what we're going to use to hang the wreath. And this is what it will look like once you have the little hanger all glued and in place. Once you have that done, then your last project is complete, and this is what it will look like. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. As always, you can leave me a comment down below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Till next time, hope everyone has a great day.